Meet Amanda. She has a way of making the new arrivals feel welcome at Animal Haven. On any given day, about 70 cats and dogs are being cared for at the new facility. Abandoned puppies from Puerto Rico, baby kittens found in a New York backyard, and lately more than 50 dogs rescued from the Korean meat trade. Animal Haven's goal is to not turn any of them away.
When people come to us and they ask us for help, in my eyes and in Animal Haven's eyes, a cat is a cat and a dog is a dog, no matter where they come from.
These are the dogs that came from a group that we work with called the Sado Project. If these puppies hadn't been rescued, they most likely would have been euthanized. Hello, welcome to New York. It's okay.
The need for shelter never stops. Tangy is an abuse case, badly burned when someone doused her with chemicals. Walter Pickles was born with a deformed cerebellum. And so many animals are given up.
All right, buddy.
He's like, what is happening?
Each morning begins with the volunteers and staff cleaning, feeding, and walking. Everyone pitches in.
Anytime you're doing something for a cause that you really believe in, there's nothing too minute or too unimportant. There's just nothing that you wouldn't do.
Animal Haven's new state-of-the-art facility in downtown Manhattan is bright and clean and carefully designed. Each space has its own airflow system to keep the animals healthy. There's plenty of room for bathing, training, and big windows.
We get one in that's an owner surrender that doesn't have paperwork, or if it was a stray, then we have to do the blood work. We do the microchipping, we do the vaccinations.
The idea is to make it welcoming, to make it as comfortable for the animals as possible and for the people that come in.
Community outreach is vital to Animal Haven's mission. Veterinarians teach pet owners animal hygiene, and kids learn to treat animals respectfully and to support adoption.
I just feel like there's a whole new generation of people growing up. They're going to scratch their head and go, what's a pet store? Why would you do that?
It's a long way from the original cat shelter founded by a group of women in Queens 50 years ago. Shirley Klein remembers.
They were in this crazy old house in Flushing. I remember it as looking something like the Addams Family house. It was a terrible old place because they didn't really have the facilities that an animal rescue should have, but it was the only thing that they could afford at the time.
With generosity from donors like Shirley, there's now a special place for cats to meet their new family. Animal Haven fills a void in the city's complicated animal welfare system. When a police officer found Charlie Brown left tied to a tree, he didn't take him to a city shelter, he brought him here. Stevie Nicks came from a city shelter, in such pain from matted fur and cherry eye, she wouldn't let anyone touch her.
Nope. He doesn't like the slip and he can't see. All right.
She might have been euthanized had she not made it to Animal Haven. She is now safe in her forever home.
You're a good girl. Yes, you are.
About 70 animals are adopted each month. So many stories as varied as the names themselves.
This is Sammy Falco. On my lunch hour, against my better judgment, I hopped in a cab and I went down to Animal Haven, and they had just that day gotten 6 Brussels in. And I was completely overwhelmed and delighted, and they were cute and jumping on me. And this one, Sammy, her name was Jane Jetson at the time, but she was sitting in the back by herself, just kind of, and for some reason stole my heart.
Animal Haven staff is a tight-knit group. They are busy, literally tugged in many directions each day. 50 years later, they wouldn't have it any other way.
As my mother says, so you were an FBI agent and you have a master's degree and now you're getting paid to mop floors and clean up after dogs. And I said, yeah, it's great, it's so great.